Hello, and welcome to another session of Doc Talk with Dr. Russell Jaffe, owner, founder of Perk Integrative Health, and medical anthropologist and bone health expert, Dr. Susan Brown. And I am Jay Srimani, clinical nutritionist with Perk Integrative Health. Dr. Jaffe, can you explain the difference between ionized magnesium glycinate that we use in the Perk Magnesium Plus card? How does that differ from a chelate, magnesium glycinate chelate, or magnesium bisglycinate? How can we differentiate these forms?
Right, so we at Perk Integrative Health would use only the natural form, which is the glycinate and similar, including the ascorbate and the aspartate. Why? Because when you look at the available magnesium as a percentage of the molecule, so you have the magnesium part of the molecule, you have the glycine or glycinate or bisglycinate form of the molecule. And when you ask a physical chemistry question of an ounce or a pound or a gram of this material, what percentage is magnesium? When you talk about magnesium glycinate, you're talking about one of the highest magnesium as a percentage of molecule found in nature, because the glycine is a very simple and low molecular weight amino acid. So there are many salts of magnesium that all suffer from the same ion channel uptake block. So there are people who will sing the praises of magnesium bisglycinate, or magnesium threonate, or magnesium taurate, or magnesium pitolate, or magnesium this, that, and the other thing. But they all suffer from one issue, which is how soluble are they? How soluble are they? Magnesium glycinate's 100% soluble. That means it's 100% ionized. That means it's 100% bioavailable. And amino acids like glycine come in very easily into the body because they're building blocks not just for the body, they are also soothing neurochemicals in the brain.
Right.
So if you want your mood to be better and more stable, then you want to have enough magnesium glycinate to get the glycine to the brain.
And would that be the same as bisglycinate? Would that be double the glycinate?
Well, bisglycinate is a word that is novel enough that for those who want to go from new idea to new idea to new idea to new idea, but when you say bisglycinate, what you mean is you're now going to load more magnesium per glycine molecule. So now you're going to have two magnesiums per glycine, but the glycines are going to be handshaked, linked together, which reduces solubility.
Okay.
So I can tell you that the bisglycinate form was patented and used in a clinical trial that failed, and therefore it has been released as a dietary supplement.
Very interesting.
So you have the ion channel uptake that saturates at 1/3. So the most you can get in without choline citrate is 1/3 of what you give. And whether you give the glycinate or any other magnesium form, the calcium magnesium ATPase ion channel saturates at about 1/3 of the dose, and 2/3 stays in the intestine. And if you take as much as we recommend, most people will run to the commode and run away from the person who recommended. So we had to invent, as we did, the enhanced uptake and retention synergy with choline citrate. And then the choline, of course, has multiple benefits. The citrate itself has multiple benefits. All active all the time is part of our mode of operation.
And why would you not, or why would we not actually have chelates? Because I know there are some benefits, some pros and cons of that, but what is your thoughts about that?
Well, I think the biggest pro about chelates is they're cheap. The chelates are made by taking soy, hydrolyzing it with acid, and then under pressure and at higher temperature, spraying the combination of the mineral in question, let's say magnesium, and this soy hydrolysate, which means it's immunizing. And so many of the people that over the years that we have seen who had soy hypersensitivity on the lymphocyte response assay, the LRA tests, probably acquired it by taking supplements that were chelates. Then you have another problem, which is the glyphosate that's in the commercial soybeans that gets retained in the chelate, and it does. And glyphosate very specifically causes a block to magnesium uptake and a wasting of magnesium in the intestine. And then on top of that, you have plant estrogens, known as phytoestrogens, that are not balanced. They're not meant for people to consume those phytoestrogens. They're meant for ruminants. They're meant for animals that have 2 stomachs and a 14-day transit time. So chelates have the advantage of being inexpensive and widely available, but they're a very bad value because they are immunizing, they're not very bioavailable, and then they are contaminated.
Yes, and most people don't understand how the chelates are made, so I really appreciate that discussion right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
Mm-hmm.